All right, we'll get started. Oh, today we will be doing algebra worksheet number 4. We'll complete and we'll start on algebra worksheet number 5. Did anyone, we had 22 through I think 25. Anyone get a chance to look at any of it?
Uh-uh.
Yes, yes, no, maybe so.
No,
No, okay.
I was battling my own problems.
Yes, and you weren't feeling well. So when you're not feeling well, you certain things you just don't deal with unless it's essential. Okay, let's look at, well, let me do a share. You probably can't see it because I'm not on share. Let's see, I want to share my screen and then I want you to look at number 4. Everybody see college algebra number 4, problems 22 through 25?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at number 22. And I think I gave you a little diagram of that, but just I'll explain to you that you have a flower bed and you have a lawn. The flower bed is around the lawn and they're giving you what the lawn measures, and they'll give you the combined area of the lawn and the flower bed. And we know area. What is area?
Length
Latoya?
times width.
Length times width. Very good. Area's length times width, always in square units. That's why you see the combined area of the lawn and the flower bed is 165 square meters. And we are to find the length, the width of the flower bed. So let's just put what Latoya said. Area equal length times width. And just to put that in the short form, we say A equals L times W. So we're given the area and we're given the dimensions of the lawn. But as I said, the flower bed is around the lawn. So the width of the flower bed is W. Width of flower bed is W, right? Now, the total width and the total length will be 2W plus 4. We have a 4 here, and we have W for the length of the lawn and W for the length of the flower bed. So let me just tell you the total width, total as width is equal to 2W plus 4, because the dimensions here are 8 millimeters and 4 millimeters. So we're calling this should be plus. Okay, now that's the total width. Now the length is 8, so the total length I don't want all caps here. So the total length would be equal to 2W plus 8. And we're getting that 8 and 4 from the dimensions of the lawn. And the is so is that plus the 2W from the flower bed. Now, since we said area equals length times the width, now we know our total width and we know our total length. So what can we write for the area, Latoya? What would the total area be equal to?
165.
No, in terms of a formula, length times width. I'm saying total
Equal
area is
area.
equal to length. It would be total width times total length, right? So let
Yeah.
me put total length times total width. Now we know that's equal to 165 square meters, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we take the total width and the total length and substitute here, let's just take this expression, this equation. Okay. Okay. Now the total area is the total length. So we substitute the total length. That's the 2W plus 8. So let's just take 2W plus 8, 2W plus 8. Let me put that in parentheses because we're multiplying here.
Yeah.
And we're multiplying that by what, Audrey? What's the total width? Audrey?
I don't know where she went.
Yeah, she's not on mute. Chastity? What's the total width? Latoya, what's the total width?
2W plus 4.
That's right, 2W plus 4. Okay, so that's 2W plus 4. Now, let's multiply that out.
There's gonna be 4W square.
Okay, let's take this and copy it. We'll multiply this out. Total area is going to be 2W square. Okay. Take that out. Put in the square. Okay, square. What else? Two W times 2W is 2W square. What's 2W times 4?
6W.
2W.
No, 8W.
8W. Okay. So this will be 8W. Okay. Plus. Now we have 2W times 2W is 2W squared. 2W times 4 is 8W. What's 8 times 2W, Latoya?
16W.
That's right, 16W. And what's 8 times 4?
32.
32. Everybody following? Chastity, Audrey, Yannick? They're on mute.
Uh-oh.
Chastity's on mute. Chastity may be cooking. Well, sometimes she's making family dinner. So, Audrey?
Audrey always on.
I know. I don't know. She's on mute. Yannick, you're on mute. Yannick, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Yannick.
Yes, unmute.
Okay. All right. So I know you don't see the screen, right?
No.
Okay. But are you following? We have a rectangular lawn. And we're given the dimensions 8 meters by 4 meters, length time width. And it is surrounded by a flower bed, uniform width. The combined area of the lawn and the flower bed is 165 square meters. Now, Latoya gave me the formula for area, and you know that, right? Length times the width. Okay, now the total width is 2W plus 4. That's the width. The width of the flower bed is W, but the total width of the lawn and the flower bed is 2W plus 4. And the total length is 2W plus 8 using these dimensions, right? So the total area will be total length times total width. So we substituted in our total length and our total width, 2W plus 8 times 2W plus 4. And Latoya multiplied it out, and you have to multiply everything in parentheses by what follows it in parentheses, each term. Where's the noise coming from? Yannick, you got noise? Or Latoya?
Not me, I'm steady.
Yannick, you have noise?
The paper.
Oh, the paper. Okay, because I know I heard something random. Okay, so 2W times 2W is 2W squared. 2W times 4 is 8W. Multiply the coefficients. 8 times 2W. 8 times 2 is 16. That's 16W. And then the constants, 8 times 4 is 32. Okay. Now, if we can add up our like terms. What do we get, Latoya?
Let's see.
You can add up your W's, right? 8W plus 16W gives you what?
Yeah, 24W.
24W. That's right. 24W. So we added that so we can take out the 16 because we added that to the 8W. So now we have, and we know what kind of formula that is. What kind of formula is that?
Quadratic.
Quadratic. That's right. When you see that square there, we know it's quadratic, right?
Yeah.
Now, we know that that is equal to what? The total area they gave us was 165. So we can put our 165 here, okay? 165, because that was given in the problem, 165 square meters. Now, what can we do with this equation? What else can we do? We can subtract the 32 from both sides, right?
Yeah.
Subtract 32 from both sides. Now, if we do that, 165 minus 32 is 133.
33. And the other side is 0.
Well, we subtract, well, this will be 0. So we'll have 2W squared plus 24W.
24.
Okay, so this would be equal to, let's just copy that, 2W squared plus 24W. Now, if we subtract the 133 from both sides, subtract 133 from both sides. Okay. Now, I'll just put this on the other side so we have enough room here. Okay, so subtract 133 from both sides. So you'll, on the left, you'll get 0, right?
Yeah.
On the right, you'll have, this would be equal to
1.
Let's take the 2W squared plus 24, copy it. And that would be minus 133. Okay. So we have 2W squared. Wait a minute.
No,
no, that's no, this would be 4, Latoya. 2W times 2W is 4W squared. Right? Not 2W squared. 2 times 2 is 4, and W times W is W squared. So this would be 4W squared. Right, Latoya? Oh, I wrote it wrong then. You probably did tell me right. Okay. So that would be 4W squared. Okay. And this would be 4W squared. 2 times 2 is 4, and W times W is W squared.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 4W squared plus 24W
Yeah.
minus 133 equals 0. Now, well, let me just change this. It's the same thing, but I want to put it to 0 on the right side. That's the way it's normally done. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just put that's equal 0. Now, let's factor this quadratic. Okay. Let me just I'll just put the parentheses. Okay. Now, Audrey, what are the factors?
Huh?
What are the factors of this quadratic? What are the factors of this quadratic? 4W squared plus 24W minus 133 equals 0. What are the factors?
2 and
Well, you know the first one. The first one is what?
2.
2 what, Latoya? 2W.
2W.
Right. We know right, Audrey? 2W
Mhm.
times 2W is 4W squared. So we know the first
Mhm.
factor is 2W, right?
Yeah.
Now, what think of 2 numbers you can multiply to get 133.
Mm. 10, 11, 10 and 11.
No. Well, one of them is 19. So you can tell me the other one. What's the other one? What number times 19 gives 133? What number can you multiply by 19 and get 130? What did you say, Audrey?
7.
7. That's correct. So that's 7, because 7 times 19 is 133. Now, we have what? 24. So we know our bigger number has to be plus, right? Because this has to be 24W. So when you multiply these numbers by the 2W and add them, you should get a plus. So we know that the 19 will be plus because it's the bigger number and we want a plus times a minus to give us a plus. So that would be plus. So that means the 7, it will be minus. That's right. So we factor them and this is equal to 0. So that means this is equal to 0. Now, what do we know about quadratics? If the quadratic is equal to 0, then the factors are also equal to 0. You remember?
Yeah.
If this quadratic equation is equal to 0, then each of these factors is equal to 0. So we can take 2W minus 7 and set it to 0. Okay, let's copy that. And that's equal 0. We can take the 2W plus 19. Okay, we put that here and that's equal to 0. Equal 0. Now, so what would be W? What would W be in the first one?
A squared plus B.
No. What would W be here, Latoya? What would you do to find W?
Add W
Define W. No, Audrey, you doing a
minus
subtraction.
2.
You'd have to add the 7,
Add, oh yeah, add
right?
7.
You gotta add 7 to both sides. All right, so if you add 7 to both sides, you get what? What do you get left?
2W minus.
No, what do you get, Latoya?
2W.
2W will be equal to what?
0.
No, what's 7 plus 0?
7.
7. So you get 2W equal 7. Audrey, what is W equal to? If 2W is equal to 7, what is W equal to? What's W equal to, Audrey? Yannick, you rattling paper again? Are you rattling paper?
Miss Papa, I don't have the formula.
No, we're doing algebra. I say if 2W is equal to 7, W is going to be 7 divided by 2, right?
Yeah.
Or 7 halves,
Then,
right? Which is
3.5.
3.5. Now, what about this equation? If 2W plus 19 is equal to 0, Latoya, what's W equal to?
It's gonna be minus 19.
Yeah, it's equal to what? Minus 19 divided by 2.
You have 18.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, that would be minus 19. So that's what W is equal to, right?
Mm-hmm.
But can a width be negative?
No.
No, a width can't be negative. So the width has to be this value right here. 3.5. All right. So the width is 3.5, right? Now that's the total width. So what would be the width of the flower bed? Well, the width is 3.5. That's the W as the width, right? The total width, and I think we put it there as 2 times the W plus 4. Okay, right here. 2 times W plus 4. So substitute in this formula for your total width and put in your 3.5. So let's just take these two formulas that we had here, these two equations. All right. So the total width will be 2 times W, which is 3.5. Okay. And that would be 7, right? 7 plus 4 equal 11. Okay. So 2 times 3.5, this is decimal. Okay. The what would be the length then? The length is going to be what? 2 times 3.5, 2 times 3.5. What do you get, Latoya?
15.
Okay, plus 8. And we don't need the 0. Okay. And that would be 7 plus, like Latoya said, 7 plus 8 equal 15. So we have our total length and we have our total width. Now, what would be the length of the flower bed?
You gotta multiply the two.
The width of the flower bed.
No, the width.
No, the width of the flower bed is really the 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the way we could check this, multiply 11 times 15, and you should get the 165, the combined area. So area equal 11 times 15. And what's that equal to? Should be 165. All right. So the width of the flower bed is this 3.5. Width of flower bed. Right. Okay. And once we find our total width, and we said what it was here, so we just multiply 2 times the width plus 4. This one 2 times the width plus 8. All right. 2 times 3.5, that's 11, 15. We can check it. That gives us our area. So the width of the flower bed is this 3.5. This is just an extra step we took to show you that the area is indeed 165 for the combined area.
Okay.
Questions on number 22?
That's a lot of work.
I know that's a lot of work, but the thing is you have to draw a diagram. I think I drew a diagram before on the whiteboard where you draw the lawn and then you put the flower bed around it. All right. And then you can put the dimensions on them and then it starts making a little more sense.
So the dimensions were the same for the flower bed?
No, the 8 that's the rectangular lawn, but the combined you'd have to add the 2 times the W plus the width would give you the total width. That's 11, because what they gave you as the area is the combined area of the lawn and the flower bed. All right. So you have really you have 2 rectangles here. You have a rectangular flower bed and you have a rectangular lawn, and you have a combined area of the both rectangles, right? You're given the rectangular lawn dimension, but you don't know the flower bed dimension, and that's the W that we had here. And we solved for the W with our quadratic formula, and we took the plus value because the minus wouldn't make sense. A width can't be negative. All right. So remember with quadratics, you get 2 solutions. And one is not valid here. The negative one is not valid. Questions on 22. Okay, so you'll get, I'll send you this explanation, all the steps. I'll email you this so you can look it over and see if it makes sense as you look through it step by step. And Yannick, you have a way of printing yours off?
Yes, Mama.
If I email this to you, do you have a way to print it?
No.
Oh, so you don't have a way to print it. So I may have to post or mail it to you. Should I post or mail it to you?
On my screen?
Yeah, what we're doing now that you can't see because you don't have a device where you can view it. I'm asking you, should I send this session with the explanations on it to you by post or mail?
By post mail. Yes.
Okay. So I'll send you this by post or mail. Okay.
Yes,
all right. 23.
Where's 23?
You see it? Roger bought
Yeah.
2 plots of land. And how much did he spend?
120,000.
120,000. He made a profit on the first plot, profit on the first plot of 15%. He sold the second and lost 10%. His total profit was $5,500. How much did he pay for each piece of land? Audrey, how would you solve this one?
What I started to do was I divide the 120 by 2. I'm not sure if it was right, but
You divide what?
the 120,000 by 2.
Well, no, you can't, because you don't know. It said he bought 2 plots, a total of 120, but you don't know what he's
50% of the 120.
No, because what you're trying to find is how much do you pay for each piece of land. So you don't know that it's half for one and half of the other, right? Because you're looking for how much do you pay for each piece of land, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so we've got to put some variables here. So let X equal what, Latoya?
120.
No, first plot of land. Yeah, we don't know what he spent for each plot. So we've got to put some variables here and see if we can solve for it. Okay, let Y
equals second piece of land.
Right, the second plot
of land.
Okay. Now we know that X plus Y equal the total 120,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's little x. Okay, so because we know that the sum of what he spent for the 2 pieces of land is 120,000. We just don't know what he spent for each one, because that's what we're looking for. How much did he pay for each piece of land? Now, we know that his total profit was 5,500. So what can we say about how much he made? If he went from 120 to a profit of 5,500, then how much did he actually have at the end? Okay, total.
Do you add that together? Do you add that with the
Yes, go ahead, Audrey. You're saying the right thing. Total value of land after the profit is equal to 120, and that's what you said, Audrey, right? Add 120,000 plus the profit.
Plus the 5,500.
That's right, 5,500. And that's equal to what?
125.
125, 500. Yeah, 125, 500. Okay, now we know what his total profit was, and we know it came from 15% on the first piece and loss of 10% on the second piece. So if you take 100 plus 15%, okay, for this one, 100 plus 15, this is all percents, okay, equal 115, and that's percent.
Yeah, 113, Miss Baba.
Yeah, okay. 115, and that's percent. And if we divide that by 100, we get 1.15.
This is 15%, Miss Barbara. It is 15%.
Yeah, he made a profit of 15%. See right here, Audrey? When he sold the first.
So you want 15%? You got 115. Was that 115 from?
No, I added the 100.
Oh, 100 is 15. Okay.
Yeah, 100% plus the 15% added to it gives me 115.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
1.15 because he made a profit of 15%. But on the second plot, he lost money. So it's 100 minus 10, which is equal to what? 90%, and that's equal to 0.9. 0.9. So we know that his profit came from 1.15 of a value, say we'll call it X, and the 0.9
income from Y.
Yes. So we can then plug in our formula that 125. Let's see, 500. Where did that come from? Okay, so we can say 125,500. Where's that noise coming from?
I don't know.
Music. Okay, so that would be equal to what? Well, the 1.15 came from say X, so we will say X
plus
times what? No, X times what was made, 115, plus what?
Y
plus Y times what? 0.9. That's it. So that's 9. Okay. Okay. So let's take that and solve for X. So how would we solve this for X? Well, you see an X and a Y, right?
Yeah.
But you can solve for Y. You can go back to this equation. And what would Y be equal to? If X plus Y is 120,000, then Y equals 120,000 minus
Y.
No, minus X. Because we're solving this for Y. If you subtract the X from both sides, right? X plus Y is 120,000. Y would be 120,000 minus X. Follow?
Yeah.
So now you can substitute for Y. Okay, let's go here. Okay, substitute for Y. So what do I want to substitute for Y? 120,000 minus X. Substitute for Y, 120,000 minus X. Okay, so where you see Y here, put 120,000 minus X. So let's just do that. Let's take this equation and copy it here and put in what we said for Y. So Y is going to be what? 120,000. So let's just put that here. 120,000. And you don't really have to put the commas, but it's okay. 120,000 minus x. Okay, now take out the y because we substituted in for y, because now we have an equation that just have x unknown, right? So multiply this out and solve for x. I'll put a parenthesis here. Solve this equation for x. What would you do, Audrey?
Huh?
How would you solve this for x? Well, this would just be 1.15x, right? It's a coefficient 1.15x. All right. What would the next one be? What's 120,000 minus x times 0.90? What would that be equal to? This is 115x. Okay. 120,000, this would be what? 0.09x. 0.9x.
You multiplying?
Yeah, 0.9x. Okay, that's one. Okay, so we have 1.15x plus 120,000 minus x times 0.90.
So you add the x, you subtract the 1.15x from the 0.9x.
Okay, now, so how do I solve this now? Well, I get all my terms together, right?
Yeah.
Well, 1.15x minus 0.9x.
Is 1.04x minus 1.04x.
No, 0 from 5 and 9 from 11 is 2. So that
9
would
from
be
15, Miss Barbara, is 4.
no, 0.9 from 1.15 is 0.25x.
It's 2.25x.
Oh, you guys get 2.5x.
Because 1.15, you put the decimal points on the decimal point.
Wait, just a minute. This is 120 minus x and then times 0.90. So 0.90 times 120, that's what, 108? So this will be 108 and minus 0.9x, okay? Because this 120 minus x is substituted for y, but y is times 0.90, so it'll be 120 minus x times 0.90. So 1.15 times x is 1.15x. 0.90 times 120,000 is 108,000, and 0.9 times the minus x is minus 0.9x. Now, Latoya, what do I do next?
You combine like terms?
That's right. So what would I get for x? 0.15 minus 0.9x. What would that give me?
0.25.
That's right, 0.25x. So let's just put that there. Okay, so that would give me 0.25. This will be a 2 here. 5x. This comes out because we subtracted that, right? plus 108,000. Now, what's my next step, Latoya? You said combine like terms, so what do I do next? I see two constants there. What do I do with the constants?
Subtract.
That's right. Subtract the 108,000 from both sides. 108,000 from both sides. Now, what's 125,000 minus 108,000? Audrey, you subtracted, what'd you get?
No idea yet.
Well, I get, do the subtraction, I get 17500. That's right, 17,500. That's what I got. So on the left side, you have 17,500, and on the right side, you just have your 0.25x.
That's what you get out.
That's what you got, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that would be 0.25x. Now, what's the next step, Audrey?
Divide.
Yeah.
Divide what, Audrey?
17,500 with 0.25.
Yes, divide both sides by 0.25. So what's 1750 divided by 0.25?
70,000.
How much?
70,000.
70,000. That's correct. 70,000 equal X. So one plot of land costs 70,000. So you know what the other one costs. What did the other one cost, Latoya?
50,000.
That's right. Just subtract that from 120. So if 70,000 equal to X, 120,000 minus X equal Y. So that would be equal to 50,000.
Damn, why you pay so much for one land?
Well, actually land can cost, but it usually appreciates in value. So it ends up being a good, good deal.
I prefer pay 50, not 70,000.
Yeah, but it depends on where it's located. You know, if it's located near water, it certainly will sell. People like somewhat, people like to be near water. They like to look out at water.
When the water from water wash them, we lucky them.
Yeah, but then that's a problem too when you have floods, unless you made it flood proof. Okay, so just to review, two plots of land, you know what they cost together. You know what the profit, 15% on one, lost 9% on the other, total profit 5,500. So the total price of the two pieces is 120, but when you add in the profit, you have 125,500. You add the 15% because you made a profit. You lost 10% on the other one. That's why we subtracted the 10 from the 100%. Okay, then we set up our formula. 125,500, which is the total of the land plus the profit, is equal to the what you paid for the first plot time 1.15 and the second one time 0.9. Now you have two unknowns here, but from this equation, X plus Y is 120,000. Y is 120,000 minus X. So once you substitute that, you have the one unknown. So we just put our terms together, solve for our X, and we get X is 70,000. So if you know the price of one piece of land, then you can subtract from the total and get the price of the other piece. 70 plus 50,000 equals 120,000. Any questions on 23?
No.
Okay. And I know you all solved 24, right, Audrey?
Huh?
I said, I know you solved 24.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Yeah.
The answer was B.
The answer was B.
I said the answer. Let me see.
What did you say, Latoya?
Wait a minute.
I said the answer is C.
See?
Chastity, what did you say?
Let me see. Let me be because of material. She says twice the price. Twice.
Okay, let me read it for Yannick. Yannick, are you listening? Yannick?
Oh,
Is she
less.
what?
Yannick? Yannick?
Less than twice.
She's not on mute. Yannick? Okay.
Let's see.
Latoya,
Yeah.
read 24.
Matt likes to collect seashells. Last week at the beach, he
That's the-
collected 4 shells each of the 7 days he spent at the beach. When he got home, he pulled out all his shells into 2 equal piles. How many shells are in each pile?
I got
What
that.
would be the second equation you would use to solve this word problem?
You don't have that Audrey for 24?
No, what I had was Jane spent $42 for shoes, and this was 14 less than twice what she spent for
Oh
her blouse.
no, you did. Well, you had an old version because I changed it because I had already put that problem in another. It was
Okay.
already there,
Okay.
so it should be what Latoya just read.
Okay, well, go through it then, and then I would read.
Okay, Matt likes to collect seashells. Last week at the beach, he collected 4 shells each of the 7 days he spent at the beach. When he got home, he put all his shells into 2 equal piles. How many shells are in each pile? What would be the second equation you would use to solve this problem? Now you got 28 divided by 2 is 14. 11 plus 2 is 13. 28 minus 2 is 26. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. Now let me ask you, Latoya, what would be the first equation?
A.
What would be the first equation?
I said A. I thought it was plus.
No, that's not what I asked you. What would be the first equation for solving this problem?
Let me see.
No, you don't have to let anything. Just tell me what would be the first equation for solving this problem.
4 times 7.
Go ahead, Latoya.
4.
Yeah.
Plus.
No.
4 times 7.
Yeah, 4 times 7. That's right. That would be your first step to find what your total number of seashells is. 4 times 7, 28. That's total seashells collected. Right?
Yeah.
That would be your first step. 4 shells each of the 7 days. So for the whole 7 days at 4 shells each day, he collected 28 total seashells. Now the second equation, and so you just gave me the answer. What is it?
28 divided by 2.
That's right. It would be the first one.
Division. It looked like a plus, but it wasn't a plus.
Oh yeah, that's a division. That's the division. Yeah. Because this is a plus, that's a minus, that's a division, that's a division. So
yeah, no, the answer is A, but I was like, why is it look like a plus still?
Yeah, well, it's the
but when you say it out, I don't know. Maybe because my eyes is burning, you know.
There we go. Can you see it better?
Yeah.
28 divided by 2. Sometimes when you make them a little bigger, it's, yeah, because you're right. They do sometimes look like, okay, here we go. So we have a division, a plus, a minus, and a division. So you just
Yeah,
really
I
take
wonder.
divide by
Oh,
2
yeah.
is really like taking half of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 pounds is like taking half. So if you collected 28, half of 28 is 14, and 28 divided by 2 is 14. So answer A. Okay, so let's see, 25.
Mm,
Now I know you can get this one, Audrey.
This
Audrey,
problem again, where you gotta.
you have a variable cost and a fixed cost. Now they are asking you which equation models this. The cell phone has a monthly rate, $12.95, 25 cents per call. The bill for M minutes is $21.20. That's the total. That's the total of the fixed cost and the variable cost. What is the answer, Audrey?
D.
What is it?
D.
You said it's D?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say, LaToya?
I said B.
You said B?
No, I said C.
You said C?
Yeah.
You said C, and Audrey, you said D.
Yeah.
Audrey, why did you say D?
Because it says that you charge you 25 cents per call.
Yeah.
And
That
it
means the
charges-
25 cent has to be
charge
multiplied by
75.
M.
Right.
The 25 cent has to be multiplied by M. The bill for M minutes. You see this?
Mm-hmm.
The bill for M minutes. You see that, LaToya? So that means that 25 cent has to be multiplied by M. And you only see that in A and C.
Yeah,
so which one is it?
Right.
So what's
C.
that? Audrey, what would you say?
I would say it's A.
You would say what?
A.
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 So why did you say minus? Who said the minus $12.95? That's added.
That's adding.
Right, LaToya, you adding the variable charge to the fixed charge. The variable is the 25 cent a minute. The fixed is that $12.95 monthly rate.
Yes.
And when you add those two together, you get the total $21.20. Got it?
Add it together and say if I get $21.20.
What? Well,
95 times.
Well, 25 cents, but you don't really know what the minutes are. They just tell you the bill for M minutes, but you could figure it out because you could solve for M, right?
Yeah.
Subtract $12.95 from both sides in this equation, then divide that by 0.25. That would give you the number of minutes. Okay.
Phone call is expensive. Sure. 25 cents a minute.
Yeah. But this doesn't look like my AT&T bill.
My phone bill, Miss Barbara, is $35.
What do you
$25.
have?
I yell at them and they take it off.
Who is your carrier?
Sprint, I yell at them and they take it off.
But you don't have a family plan. You have just you, right?
Yes, I did. I get a family plan.
You have a family plan, and how much do you pay?
Me and Daniel Roy, I did a family plan. If I didn't do that, it'd cost me more.
And you only pay how much a month?
We pay, Danny just take out the phone. We was just paying $130 a month. But you take out the phone now, so it went up to 180, 160, 170.
And what is your carrier?
Sprint.
Wasn't Sprint taken over by somebody?
Yeah, Sprint went over to T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, but
I have AT&T. I've got to look at another plan because AT&T is expensive.
Yeah, AT&T, I can't afford them. I had them before from a house phone. I was paying $70 20 years ago for my house phone, please.
Yeah, I have Verizon for my house phone and internet, but and Wi-Fi, but that's expensive too.
I have Vonage. I pay $17.90.
Is that for the Wi-Fi and phone, house phone?
No, my Vonage, I told you, my bill just went up. I was paying $10 a month for 10 years.
And now what are you paying?
$17.90 because since our President Trump came in, he started make us pay $2.50 for 911.
Oh boy. Now what does that cover? Does that cover your Wi-Fi and house phone?
No, it cover I could call Mexico, I could call Puerto Rico for free. I could call Canada for free. I have unlimited talk, text, voicemail, everything.
But what do you have for your Wi-Fi?
I have Verizon. My bill is $47.58 a month. I have a 2-year contract, and my internet speed is 300 up and 300 down.
Yeah, well, I have Verizon, but
yeah, Verizon too.
Yeah, I have that, but I have it for the landline and the Wi-Fi, and it's about $130 a month.
No, that's too much. No, I'm not paying that. Sorry. Between my phone, my house phone, and my internet, I scream at Verizon, and I call, and I just get $47 for 3 because I let them teach me how to test the internet speed the other day, and it was supposed to be 200 over 200, but when I tested speed, it was 300 over 300.
Okay, yeah, I have the fast speed because my grandson needs the fast speed for the work that he does. So I have the fast speed on the
You have the 940 over whatever they have.
Yeah, the really high speed. And they have the nerve to ask me, why do I need the high speed? What do you care? Just give me what I ask for. They question me, what do you need the high speed for? And I had to let them know my grandson needs it for the work he does. But they question that, and I thought that was the wrong thing to ask a customer.
No, but here what they tell me when I tell them my Wi-Fi is not working, they say I put stuff in front of the Wi-Fi. That's why I block it myself. I cursed that guy out. I was like, I'm not a child. I'm grown. I don't put things in front of a router.
Oh,
what
boy.
are you talking about? Crazy.
Oh, boy.
But I have my Vonage for years now. I have it for over 15 years. It's a little box they send to you from Walmart. That's how I get my internet.
Yeah, I know. I bought mine because I figure why pay rent? I mean, you just buy your own,
Yeah, I buy my own little box, and that box nothing never really happened to it. As long as I have an internet,
right,
it works perfectly fine. I don't have no problems. So.
All right, let's go to our new algebra worksheet.
This one takes a long time to finish.
Number 5. Yeah, I know. And we're going to a new one, and
no more algebra, Miss Barbara.
No, this is algebra, and you'll love the problems on this one. You will love the problems on this one. And the first one you're gonna get right away. Okay. Now, this is just like one we just solved. So, Audrey, tell me the answer for number 1. I'm not going to even go through it. I know you know the answer. Can you see college algebra number 5? Okay, I give you a chance to read it and you tell me the answer.
Brian's marketing is purchasing jerseys. The company charges $250 for a one-time setup fee and $23 for each jersey, which expression represents the cost of X number of jerseys for the team.
Variable cost and a fixed cost. The fixed cost is your one-time setup fee. Your variable cost is $23 for each jersey, where X represent the number of jerseys. So what's the answer, Audrey?
B.
That's correct. Is that what you had, Latoya?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. B, because 23 times X, the number of jerseys, plus the fixed cost setup fee, $250. So that's the answer. Number, letter B. All right. Number 2. Okay.
Where is it at?
Here it is on the other side. Now you tell me the answer for number 2.
Oh, it's other side. Oh, on the other side.
Yeah, tell me the answer. You're going to combine like terms again, but you've got some multiplication to do first. Tell me what answer you get.
Minus 1 plus 2x minus 2.
You'll do your multiplication, combine your like terms. Tell me the answer you get.
Minus 4 minus 12. They're gonna be 2x squared minus 3x squared minus 2 minus 12.
Any answers?
C.
Audrey, you said C.
Mm-hmm.
Latoya, what did you say?
I said B. Wait, no, not B. A, I said.
Wait a minute. Let's see
When I
what,
work it out, I get A.
let's see what kind of multiplication you're doing.
I did it. I work it out.
Okay.
If I combine my terms right.
Okay, let's see what kind of multiplication you're doing there. Okay. Now, 2x squared, that's 2 times x squared minus 1. What did you get, Audrey, when you multiplied that out?
2x, 1, I mean,
Okay.
1x.
2 times x squared is what?
Is 2x.
Is 2x squared, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's 2x squared. What's 2 times a minus 1?
Plus 2. Plus 2.
2 times a minus 1?
A minus 1.
2 times.
What's 2 times a minus 1?
Is 1.
No, what's plus times?
Oh, plus.
Minus 2.
A minus
Plus
2.
times minus is minus. Minus 2.
2.
X2
Right? Let's see.
Plus
X2.
Okay, let me copy this. 2x squared. Let me put that here. Okay. Okay, this will be minus 2. Okay, this is, let me. It's still coming up wrong. So this is -2. The 2 should be even with this, and I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, now that's 2x squared. 2 times x squared is 2x squared minus 2. That 2 should be even with this. Okay, let me see if this will work if I do it this way. Okay, take out the -2. Okay, this is minus, and take out the x squared. Okay, so 2x squared, 2 times x squared minus 2 is 2x squared minus 2. Now, this is plus, so this
3x squared.
So, okay, so you get, okay, 3x squared. All right, let's just copy that and make it a 3. Okay, so that would be 3x squared. So let's put a 3 here. Okay.
3 so small.
Yeah, I'm going to increase it. And what's 3x times a -4?
Minus 12.
Okay, let's see. Okay, minus 12. Okay, minus 12. Okay, I don't know why this is. Okay, make this bigger. Okay, 2x squared minus 2. I'm trying to get these all on the same line. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, let me do this. Just copy one of these. Okay, so this is 2x squared. Okay, minus 2. So let's just put the 2 here. Okay. And plus, okay, let's put the 3x squared there. So that would be a 3x squared here. Let's put a 3 here. Okay. And let's put minus 12. This is a 12. Okay.
They could erase all the other rest of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking this out because it's not coming online with everything else. Okay. So now you multiplied everything out, right? 2 times x squared minus 1, 2 times x squared minus 2. 3x times x is 3x squared, and 3x times a -4 is minus, that's a minus 12x,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's combine everything. What's a 2x squared and a 3x squared?
5x squared.
Okay, so let's just copy this and put in a 5. Okay, so this would be a 5x squared. So let's just put a 5 here. And minus 2. And the 3x squared comes out because we added, right?
Yeah.
So we have 5x squared minus 2 minus 12x. So what's the answer?
5x squared minus 6.
What's the answer? This is the same as what up here, A, B, C, or D?
C. No, D.
It's the same as D. Answer D. The only thing is I put the well, let me just put here minus, I'll just put in the same order, minus 112 X. That way.
Oh, I left off the X's, Barbara. That's why I said.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, I forgot the X.
What happened to you, Audrey?
I see what I went wrong now.
What
happened to you? You and Latoya both got different answers, but wasn't the right answer. What happened to you, Audrey?
I didn't even put an X at the 12.
I didn't put it either.
You didn't. Yeah, that's a common mistake. People will multiply this X, but then they forget they have to multiply everything in parentheses. So 3X times a minus 4 plus times a minus is a negative. 3 times 4 is 12. So that'll be minus 12X. Because you gave me numbers that canceled out some X's. Who gave me like an A or a B and you canceled out the X's? How did you cancel out the X's?
See, that name was wrong.
Latoya, you gave me something where you canceled out X's. How did you cancel out the X's? Don't answer that, Latoya. Don't answer. So the answer is D. Just remember when you multiplying something in parentheses, you multiplied whatever number is or variable is outside that parenthesis by everything in the parentheses. So 2 times X squared and 2 times a minus 1. 3X times X and 3X times minus 4.
I forgot the X. I didn't remember the 3X outside.
Oh, you didn't remember?
For the last part, for the 12. I multiply out everything else, but then I don't know why I left off the X, 3X times 4. I understand how I left that out.
You left out the 4, the minus 4 times the 3X?
Yeah, that's what 3 times 4, 12. Minus 12.
Oh, you left out the X. Oh, but you didn't leave it out when you multiplied by the X. You got the X squared, right?
So that's weird.
Yeah, but you got to make sure you multiply the whole thing. It could be a constant and a variable, like here.
Yeah, I said, wow.
And multiply that by the variable, coefficient by coefficient, and then the X.
I gotta pay attention.
Pay attention, yes, because notice they give you answers that you get when you do it wrong.
They're wicked.
Yeah, they go through the ways that people can get things incorrect, and they give you one of those choices. So you make this say, oh yeah, that's the answer.
Yes, I got this.
Yes. Okay, just remember now, when you multiply by everything within the parentheses, everything. And they could be constants, they could be variables, they could be a constant and a variable, like 3X. That's the constant, that's a 3 coefficient and the variable X. Okay, let's go to 3. Now 3 is a cross multiplication, so I think you can do that one.
I don't see it.
Okay, let's go to 3, and we're gonna put that all on the next. Okay. Okay, so we have 3, and so on the left side, my left. Okay, now find the value of X. Now you can cross multiply 4 times 15, 3 times X plus 10, which means you want to multiply 3 times the X and 3 times the 10. Tell me what answer you get for number 3. A, B, C, or D? Cross multiply, solve for X. So you will multiply 4 times 15
Yes.
equal
Not
3
15.
times
Oh, that's
x.
15. Wait a second, that's 5. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
4, well, let's see, make that bigger.
Okay, so that's 60 and 3.
Yeah, 4 times 15, and you
Mhm.
multiply 3 times x plus 10. So 3 times x, 3 times 10 equal to 4 times 15. What do you get for the answer?
3 and 3. Okay.
Anybody got the answer? Some nice, easy numbers to work with.
Oh, like this 6. 10 the 6.
Just when you cross and multiply, this is the way it will look. Okay, I'll just do this right here. Put a 3.
3 over 4.
Okay, put a 3 out here. 3 times x plus 10 equal, and that would be 4 times 15. All right, now what do you get on the left side?
3x plus 30.
That's right. 3x plus 30. Okay, so let's just put that there. 3x plus 30. So let's make this 30. And what's 4 times 15?
60.
60. Someone should be telling me the answer now.
10.
What's the answer?
10.
Yes, the answer is 10, because you get this, subtract 30 from both sides, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
10.
yeah, it's 10. That's correct. Subtract 30 from both sides. This will be 3x equals 60 minus 30. Okay, 60 minus 30, which is equal to 30. And what number times 3 gives 30? That is 10, right? So
Yeah.
x equals 30 divided by 3, which is equal to 10. So your answer is what?
10. D as in dog.
Yes, answer is D. That's right. Let's put the small x to be consistent. So those were nice, easy numbers to work with, right? Nice numbers to subtract. And once you get the 3x is 30, then you know the answer, because only one number multiplies by 3 and gives 30, and that's 10. Okay, let's go to number 4. I want you to solve number 4.
Oh, crap.
You have a table.
This is like a function.
No, it's not a function.
Oops, there. They messed up.
Notice you're only dealing with
Oh.
the boys, right? What percent of the
Oh my
boys
God.
chose Niagara Falls?
56.
Percent.
50%. Half.
Half? How do you get half?
50% out of 100 is a half.
I don't see 50 as one of the choices, Latoya.
Oh, they said to the nearest percent of boys choose Niagara Falls?
To the nearest percent,
Oh,
what
my
percent
God.
of the boys chose
Oh,
Niagara
goodness.
Falls?
Something went wrong here. My hand touched the wrong thing.
Mm.
I can't believe I touched the wrong thing.
Audrey, how did you set it up?
I said because I get cut out. I can't see nothing now. I get messed up. I touched
No,
something
go
wrong
back
just
in.
now.
Go out and come back in. Just go out and click on the link again.
Oh my God.
Now, 56 is the number of boys that chose Niagara Falls, Latoya. How would you find the percent of the boys who chose Niagara Falls?
I can hear you, but I can't talk. I can't hear. I can hear, but I
56
can't see
over
nothing.
100.
Audrey, you can go out and come back in. That might do it.
I'm trying. I'm trying, but I ain't seeing nothing.
You have the link on your email, right?
Yeah, and I just went back in there, but I ain't getting nothing. Participate. Go here, mute, participate.
You went out and you came back in, right?
It said participate and share. Oh my God, I don't even know what to touch.
You don't see the screen, number 4?
I see the screen.
Audrey.
Oh man, I don't know what I did at all. I thought I erased color text something.
Did you actually go out? Because I see you still on the screen. So if you went out, I wouldn't see you.
Yeah, I went right back to like join back in, like.
Yeah, you left the meeting, right?
Yeah.
Leave the meeting and then go click on the link again.
Oh, I didn't leave. I just went in straight.
No, just leave the meeting. Leave the meeting.
So you go to the end button and leave meeting.
And button.
You see down at the bottom, it says leave meeting. Bottom of your screen to the right. Just say, give you the option to leave meeting. You see it?
My hand touch something. I don't know what my hand touch.
Sometimes it could be
Okay, when you touch the, just touch the screen and then you're gonna say leave. A red button up on the right hand side and then it said leave. You just press leave and it will clock you out and then you come back in.
I see now, so.
Yeah, just press down the thing. Just press down the Zoom. Just press where you're on right now and the leave button will come up. It just come up. It will just come up automatically. And it's up on the right hand corner.
Something I do wrong. I don't know. Sometimes when I touch and it just got me out and I didn't see nothing. I don't know what I do. So I have to be out.
Still here. I mean,
I can hear your voices, right? I can hear your voice, but I can't see anything now.
But because you haven't left the meeting.
Well, I'm telling her the leave button is up at the top.
Off. You have your camera off.
She's on mute now.
No, she's not on mute.
She's not on mute. Chastity's on mute.
Oh, chat. Okay, but you have, Audrey, you have to tap your screen and stop video. Is it stop video? Let me see. Because she has her video turned off. So start video.
I ain't seeing that. Just I see nothing going on. I'm seeing nothing on the screen.
When you tap your screen, does anything appear on it?
I went back out. I went back and started back fresh. That's what I did.
But
you didn't
go out because otherwise I wouldn't see your name there.
I went out from the I went back and start connecting again. That's what I did. I turned it off. I went back in from email.
How did you turn it off, Audrey? Did you press N? Like, how did you turn it off?
I just pressed the top of the button that is shut it down.
Yeah.
If you leave, they can't hear you. You didn't leave.
You didn't leave because otherwise I wouldn't see your name still on the screen.
I know what you do. Do something.
You didn't leave the meeting though. Because if you left the meeting, then I wouldn't see your name on the screen.
I don't know what you do. I know what I did.
You don't see an option to leave meeting anywhere on your screen?
I tell her if she hold it down, if she hold down the page where she dep on the Zoom, it will come up say leave meeting. You
Yes.
could just say leave and that's it. Because that's what I do. If I want to leave, I just press it down and it come up, say leave. And I just press leave and it cut off.
I see on the hustle.
You got to hold it down and then
But
leave with
you're on
come
a
up.
tablet, right? You're not on a phone.
I still on Caroline Beckles thing. I still on that.
Okay. You are, what do I want to ask you? When you touch, are you on a phone or you're on a tablet?
A tablet.
Okay. When you tap did you stretch your screen for it to be bigger or something? Okay. So, and if you just tap your screen, you do not see words coming up like mute, start video, share video.
No, nothing's going coming up. All I see is just just how you tell me to sign in is that's what I'm seeing right now. Okay,
right.
come back up now. I see leave at the top. Then I see
Right, that's
mute.
what I told you, leave.
Okay.
That's the leave. That's
I
what
see mute.
You're right. Do
Wait,
you
I
see
see
your
mute.
video?
I
Right.
see mute video. Oh my goodness, it's gone again.
We have to tap it again. Whatever you just did to bring it up, that's what you have to do. Tap this screen.
Okay, it's on the screen. So I see mute.
Right.
Start video.
Start video. Could you press that?
Nothing happening there.
Maybe our bandwidth is down.
Maybe.
Yeah, the internet connection is unstable.
So when you probably would have to definitely leave the meeting and come back in. So when you saw the leave, press the screen again, tap the screen, and then that leave button, it should be in red.
I press the leave and it show me cancel.
It shows you cancel.
Yeah, after I touch the leave. So somebody phone like it up. There's a phone I see right there.
That's me. I'm on my phone.
No, we're not seeing that for you. We're seeing
But that's on my screen though. That phone that the person has opened up is on my screen.
somebody else is on your screen. You don't see, you should see names for anything that's there.
When I tap it,
Uh-huh.
I see leave and I see a phone in a little square.
Okay, so then tap that.
I tap that, it's a cancel. No way. And then at the bottom, it's showing me start video. And I have mute.
Start video. She's gone. No, you're not gone. You're still here, Audrey. Now she's mute. Now you
Yeah,
mute.
she just put it on mute because she said she saw mute and she clicked on mute.
Uh-huh. I don't know if I can take her out.
It says on mute. It got leave by top. It got video. It got everything, and I don't know where that phone coming up there.
What happens when you click on the leave, Audrey? What happened?
A phone come up. Like a phone sound. Like somebody talking on the phone, like answering the phone. It turns up. It ain't down like on our base. It turns upwards.
Right.
Right in the corner.
Okay. I don't know why you would. That's how Yannick looks. Yannick on my.
When I touch
Yannick has a phone.
It has received the left hand side, and then when I touch it, leave come back again, but the phone is still there.
That's Yannick phone.
Yeah. when the session is over, right?
It says Barbara there to the screen right at the bottom now.
Yeah. But
Because
when,
you're still here.
yeah, when the session is over, how do you exit?
I touch the same leave when it's about at the right hand corner at the top.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
And when you do that today, though, you see a message, a phone comes up, and then something about cancel.
I see that just now.
Okay, press leave again.
No, that gone. I leave gone ever since.
Yeah, they don't stay on long. It's just a brief moment for you to do what you have to do. Tap the screen, leave will come on, and then you're supposed
Press
to tap.
leave.
Yes.
And it said cancel. Right where the leave was, say cancel, and a phone is there.
I'll start back on number 4. You have a survey of students and you have boys and girls. You have 3 places that they're trying to determine location of their senior trip. And we are defined to the nearest percent, what percent of the boys chose Niagara Falls. Now, 56 boys chose Niagara Falls. 74 Darien Lake, 103 New York. Now to find the percent, what I like you to do, take the 56, divide it by the sum of 56 plus 74 plus 103. Tell me what percent you get. You'll get a decimal. You can divide, you can multiply by 100, you get percent, or you can shift decimal point 2 places to the right and get a percent.
Barbara, could you repeat that again?
Yeah, take the 56.
No, I mean from the beginning. What you said, that the boys do what?
I said, you're trying to find out the percent of the boys that chose Niagara Falls. There are 3 choices for the senior trip: Niagara Falls, Darien Lake, and New York. 56 of the boys chose Niagara Falls, but the sum of all the boys for the 3 places is 56, 74, 103. So I'm saying take the 56, divide that by the sum, add these three numbers together. 56 plus 74 plus 103. All right. Divide that number into the 56. Tell me what percent you get.
Okay.
Latoya, did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you really said
233 divided by 56. It's 4.16.
No, Latoya, it's 56 divided by 233.
56 divided by 233.
You said the opposite.
It's 0.24. Okay. 03.
Okay, so you take the 56, divide that by the sum, and I'll just put here 56 plus 74
plus
103. What did you get, Audrey?
0.24.
Okay, you got 0.24, which is what percent?
Okay, 4%.
What's the percent?
12.
56. I put that, and the 233, like Latoya just said, that sum total is 233. And what did you say you got, Latoya?
0.24.
Okay, 0.24 or 24%.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that is equal to. So that answer is what?
12. I said 12%. 12.
So what's the percent?
12.
24, that you said 24. So why are you getting 12?
Yeah, 24. I'm trying to split it into.
Answer C.
Yeah, I've been looking for 24 and I don't see it.
Yeah, C, right here. You
I was
don't see
looking
that?
for it before and I seen it. I was like,
You didn't
are
see
you serious right
it?
now?
Make it bigger. Okay. See, C is 24.
Mhm,
Oh,
okay.
Answer C. The number of boys that selected Niagara Falls divided by the total of all the boys that selected a trip. And that's why you add the 56 for Niagara Falls, the 74 for Darien Lake, and 103 for New York. 24% of the boys chose Niagara Falls. All right. Question? Okay, homework. Now, this sheet has 35 problems. Of course, we will.
Miss Barbara, go up and up.
No, we'll be doing them in stages. We usually do 4 or 5 at a time. All right. So what I want you to do is number 5, just number 5 and number 6. That's it. Because then I'll discuss about algebraic expressions, constants, degrees, and we'll do some examples of those after. So your homework is 5 and 6, just 2 problems. Okay, 5. No, 6 is you're just picking out the appropriate rate to calculate the answer to the question. So it's a thinking problem. Okay, and number 5, of course, that's another thing about, the length, and length, area. Okay, you know what area is, what the relationship between length, width, and area. So solve number 5 and number 6. And then we'll go through it. And you can read through these terms over on the right about algebraic expression, polynomials, and we'll go through these with some more examples than what I have here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So long, everybody. See you next time. Homework number 5 and number 6.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Bye to everyone.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.